Hey everyone, and welcome back for another paranormal pit stop. Tonight, we'll be exploring a prestigious and widely renowned private research university located in Boston, Massachusetts, whose main campus is situated right along the Charles River through the city's Fenway-Kenmore and Allston neighborhoods, and with its medical campus located in the South End, containing the former Wheelock College within its bounds, alongside a fascinating history and all manner of paranormal phenomena. Are you ready to brave the hauntings of the one and only Boston University? Historically, this aged college was initially founded as the Newbury Biblical Institute in 1839 under the Methodist Church out of Newbury, Vermont. However, it would move its operations to Boston in 1867, when it was also recognized under legislature as Boston University. And through the 19th and 20th centuries, it would expand quickly, resulting in an array of different architectures and building styles. Rather uniquely and quite impressively, Boston University would include the provision that no instructor in said university shall ever be required by the trustees to profess any particular religious opinions as a test of office, and no student shall be refused admission on account of the religious opinions he might entertain, provided nonetheless that this section shall not apply to the theological department of said university. As a bit of trivia, through the 1870s, Alexander Graham Bell, then a professor at BU, would take a year's pay advance in order to research, design, and build his telephone. And in 1876, Borden Park Brown was appointed as the school's professor of philosophy. Between 1920 and 1928, and under school president Lemuel Merlin, BU would procure 15 acres of land just off of the Charles River, on which over time the Charles River campus would be developed. Starting in 1951, 5th school president and visionary Harold C. Case would seek to alter the school into a national research facility. And from 1971 through 1996, then President John Silber would continue the campus's expansion. More recently, in 2017, the Killian Center for Integrated Life Sciences and Engineering was opened. In 2018, following lengthy negotiations, BU would purchase the former Wheelock College, which is now the Boston University Fenway campus. And in September of 2021, the school would complete a $115 million renovation and expansion of the Henry M. School of Dental Medicine. Boston University remains open into the present, accommodating more than 4,000 faculty members, 34,000 students, and is recognized as one of the state's largest employers. Today, the university offers bachelor's, master's, doctorates, and all manner of medical, dental, business, and law degrees over an impressive 17 schools and colleges spread across 3 urban campuses. Rather classically, Boston University is surrounded in a wealth of ghost stories and campus legends that have been passed down through generations of alumni and faculty alike, with those frequenting its bounds reporting extreme cold spots felt in the heat of summer, disembodied footsteps, hoof steps, and voices heard from empty spaces, and objects sighted moving around or even floating in midair inexplicably. Killian Hall was constructed in 1923 as a hotel with luxury apartment space and attracted a number of famous guests, including Nobel and Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright Eugene O'Neill, who would actually move into a 4th-floor apartment in 1951 with his wife. Sadly, O'Neill would pass on in 1953, and following his death, his widow would tell of multiple encounters with his spirit on site. In 1954, the structure would be purchased under the university, after which it was turned into a women's dorm, and from this point into the present, persistent reports suggest activity on site has only intensified over time, with stories telling of lights flicking off on their own, of the elevator seemingly acting on its own accord, and of phantom knocking heard from various doorways. One infamous and popular BU legend surrounds the seal at Marsh Plaza and tells that if students accidentally step on it before their education has run its course, a curse will keep them from graduating. Another tells of ghosts that roam the BU Castle after dark, a site which was actually featured in the opening scenes of the Ghostbusters reboot, and other long-standing fables claim the university is cursed, however in a good way, to take home the majority of hockey beanpot wins, a good thing for our terriers. What is now the Miles Standish Hall dorm once acted as the Miles Standish Hotel and was frequented by baseball legend Babe Ruth, who favored room 818. Some tell Ruth's spirit still returns to said room for the occasional visit from the afterlife, and a slew of reports detail encounters with a form matching his description. Additionally, playwright Arthur Miller's uncle would take his own life on the 9th floor, and several have told of activity on said story, where students report extreme temperature fluctuations and instances cases of doors, drawers, and cabinets opening and closing on their own. Lastly, one of the infamous Boston Strangler's final victims, Patricia Bissett, resided at 515 Park Drive, which now also acts as a dorm. Patricia's body was discovered in December of 1962, and since that date, residents of 515 have reported hearing disembodied footsteps shuffling around in the middle of the night, alongside a constant uneasy feeling as if Patricia is always lurking just around the corner. Thanks for joining us for this Paranormal Pit Stop. If you enjoyed our histories and ghost stories, subscribe to our channel, like this upload, and share us with anyone and everyone you know so we can give our upcoming on-site series Sleepovers the welcome it deserves. Until next time.